Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're watching, thanks for watching. And if you do happen to be joining us live, I'm particularly thankful, especially when we do unscheduled live streams like this. What I wanted to do, originally wanted to do yesterday, which was August 30th, right? 30th? Is to continue where we left off with our 30th anniversary celebration of Windows 95. So I was able to find a spindle of regular CDRs and burnt some media. And now that I'm thinking about it, one of the things that I forgot to do was get Microsoft Works. So I thought we would look at some other. We've got SimCity 2000 Network Edition. But I suppose in those days, everything was an addiction, especially for network multiplayer computer games. First thing we're going to do is we're going to install the DVD player software for these old ThinkPads. We'll restart. Now, when IBM sold these ThinkPads, of course, they included their own bundled software, which was Lotus Smart Suite. Yeah. I'm always the kind that there we go. Like, I want everything in program files. No, I don't. Well, we can fix that, right? So for programs that PROGRA tilde 1 is the 8.3 There we go. Now everything will install into program files. And we'll customize the install. I'm going to make us go through and install install. Oh. Well, if we don't have notes, we won't do it. Okay. How about WordPro? And do grammar. We won't do the Australian dictionary. Text file filters. Oh, wow. Well, okay. A spreadsheet. Database. Graphic filters. Smart Master. All right. Freelance graphics. Clip art. Okay. All the online documentation. And yes, I can anticipate some of the comments now. What does this got to do with Windows 95? Nothing. But it was just one of the software packages that was available for it from IBM with ThinkPads around the Windows 95 era. We're going to install the Windows 90 or the Office software next, which will be Office 95 with Bookshelf, and then we'll look at SimCity 2000 Network Edition. Now, mind you, 29 years ago, and I'm just thinking about some of the work that I've been doing with the artificial intelligence that's available today. And back in those days, you had to Do it all yourself. Compile it yourself, imagine it yourself, type it yourself. And now the AI will do it in a matter of minutes, seconds even, depending on some cases. Awesome. Will it make us restart? Nope, won't make us do that. All right, great. So let us look at, just gonna peek. Lotus Word Pro 96. Of course, the other one is Lotus 123. This is Lotus 123 Release 5. Very similar to Excel, although this was out first. And we'll spend another video going through this more in depth. Let's get Office for Windows 95 installed. Okay, and we're just gonna cover that up really quick. That was dumb. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit that out. Oh, whatever. These keys are not authorized, but are publicly available online. Find them just about anywhere. But this is for a review, so I'm going to argue it qualifies under select everything, and we did, and we're going to continue. Disk space is not going to be a problem. Whoops. Forgot one of the things you're going to have to do for the DVD-ROM drive is enable direct memory access. And yeah, we're only using 419 megs out of the 74.5 gigs available. Now, Office for Windows 95 came in several flavors. It came in standard, it came in professional. It also came on both floppy disk and CD-ROM. But it also came in an additional CD-ROM flavor that had Bookshelf, the reference library, not the encyclopedia, but the reference library on the second CD. So I do think after this installs, we'll restart it because there's a routine that will optimize Office. Now, it's not my absolute favorite version of Office. The version of Office that was my favorite was when I went to college, and that was Office 2000. That had just come out the April before. And I remember silly to go and shell out, I don't know how, $500 to buy Office 2000 Professional, and then getting flack from the computer department that I had that installed on my laptop. And I'm like, I paid for it. It's for sale at the bookstore. Why are you giving me flack for it? You know? But that was my version. We'll actually, I think, do a mini series on different versions of Microsoft Office. Of course, I believe, and I'll have to look this up, that either Office 2000 or Office XP was the last version that would run on Windows 95. Okay, yep, Office 2000. Office for XP requires Windows 98 Millennium Edition or later. Okay, Before we do the restart, we're just gonna control panel, system, device manager, there is no DMA for this, I guess. Okay, well, I know. Huh. Okay. Let's restart. We'll get the Well, let me think. So Lotus has its own thing. And then Microsoft over here has its own thing. Well, let's exit that. We're not going to use the cabinet. We're not going to use the office thing either. Show you what I'm going to do with that I always thought was better anyway. Of course, what it's going to make me do is programs, startup, and make a new, let me just say, like, I'm going to make a new folder. And we're just going to call this Start Up Disabled. And just going to take the smart stuff and the extra stuff. We're going to cut it. And we're going to paste the into disabled so it won't start up next time. But at least we'll know it's there. Because sometimes you delete shortcuts, Like, what did I have starting up? So now we're going to come over here and we're going to customize this, and we're going to say, we're going to fit this into gradient toolbar. Okay. That's okay. That's how I always liked it. And if the Lotus had a version like this, I would probably end up choosing that. But now we got the second CD in there. Let's look at Bookshelf 95. Huh. Odd. I mean, like, I know I wrote the disk image to the disk. Maybe I need to redo the label. Maybe. Just bear with me a moment. I'm close enough. There we go. Quote of the day, the church. And can we make this bigger? Yeah, okay. We got dictionary, thesaurus, quotations, encyclopedia. Atlas is fun. Year in review, 1994. I think they stopped working on Bookshelf when they discontinued the Encarta Encyclopedia. It did not ask to do the maintenance, so okay. Last one for our SimCity 2000 Network Edition. Now, this will only run on Windows 95. 98 requires patching. Anything higher than 95 requires patching. Although somebody out there, of course, the website has been discontinued, had made patches for this so that you could run this on modern operating systems like Windows XP. I just see this. Program files, Maxis, SimCity 2000. Okay. So SimCity 2000 Network Edition has two modules. It has the server module, which has to be running regardless whether you're playing or not, in order for other people to play. And then there's the client module, which you use to actually play. I think it's unfortunate that the company that did this for Maxis, because this wasn't entirely an inside job, did not, or was not solicited to do any network type work for SimCity 3000, SimCity 4, the last version of SimCity for computer. Well, there was something you could do, but you couldn't do it live. What you'd have to do is you'd have two computers playing SimCity 4. Or, like, I could play a city file, and after I was done playing, you could play a separate city file. So it's almost like a turn based, like SimCity 4 meets Civilization. Now, that wasn't actually something that was built in, that was just something that we found out like, hey, multiple people can play in the same city region in different city zones, but you can't do it at the same time because you end up corrupting zone data. So it's like, oh, if I'm playing and then you're playing in the zone next to me, when you're when you interact with my zone from your city, if I've got the file open, it doesn't take the data and it corrupts. So it ends up crashing the program, or at least that's what I discovered last time I did it. So let's play. We have to start the server. Can I load a saved game scenario? Let's try let's load four corners. We're gonna say windsock. Can I do that? Okay, we can. Turtle, all right. And now that the server is running, let's run. Now, I actually don't have a network card in this laptop. I thought I had what was my Zercom PC network and modem card. In my other Dell 7500 laptop, can't find it. If I do, I'll happen to put it in, but I did happen to order another one I found cheap enough online that should be here relatively soon. Here we go. And I'll shush now so you can watch it was semi-cool. Not as cool as the original SimCity 2000 video, but the music behind it was neat. Oh, okay. Huh, it didn't run the video. Okay. Turn disasters off. Huh. All right, well, let's shut down and exit. Yes, we're not going to save the city. No. I wonder what happens if we just run it. Here we go. Well, let's see here. 2050. The controls are a little bit different than regular SimCity, because one of the things you have to do in the Network Edition is you have to buy land before you do anything else. Actually, give us some power. Can we do power? No. Well, where is... Huh. I'm looking for... There we go. I'm gonna get a wind power. Some wires. Okay, let's see what happens. And then... let's go to the server and turn the speed up. Turn the music off, turn it back on. I'm looking for a particular soundtrack. No? Well, nope, can't find it. I don't know what the heck is up with our city. Let's get some more roads here. Huh. Oh, I know why. Because we want to have some industrial first. 4, 5, 6. Okay, get some road in there. That isn't what I wanted, but okay. I'll bulldoze it. Bulldoze. And okay, we'll rezone it. And we'll reroute it. Then you gotta get some power in it. Turn that music off. Just let it go for a couple of minutes and then we'll there we go. Of course, don't have enough power. Gonna need to get another windmill in there, right? Hopefully that'll be enough. So I think this is going to conclude our Memorial Day conclusion of the 30th anniversary of Windows 95. We installed Lotus Smart Suite for Windows 95, Microsoft Office for Windows 95, the IBM DVD software for Windows 95, and of course SimCity 2000 Network Edition for... Oh, did I say Memorial Day? Well, it is a memorial, isn't it? It's a memorial of Windows 95. So if you like the sort of work that we're doing here at Legacy Media and Computers, and we're trying to preserve all unique technology across the spectrum, amassing quite a big library, like and subscribe. Consider becoming a patron on our Patreon. I'll have the link down in the video description. And also, have you ever played SimCity 2000 Network Edition? And if you did, how long ago was it? And if you would be interested in playing it again, I will see about setting up a server that we can run it on and you can connect to. So if you would think you'd be interested in that, go ahead and post your interest. In the comments below when the video goes public. Yep. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you all in the next video.